Paris Saint-Germain 0, Liverpool 1. Now that was truly the definition of a smash and grab win. I'm here to talk about it in this video and just basically reflect on the first leg games that have taken place this week. I still can't believe Liverpool managed to win that game. Harvey Elliott scored the winning goal, but there was only one hero in this game, and that is Alisson Becker. And he's shown once again why he's the best goalkeeper in the world. Absolutely magnificent in this game, you know. And yeah, man, the game starts and here I am. I'm thinking it's going to be a 50-50. They might dominate more of the ball, PSG, but it was anything but. They just completely dominated throughout the game. And after 20 or so minutes, I was just thinking a draw wouldn't be a bad result here. I mean, PSG just kept coming. The likes of Barcola, Dembele, and they were a constant threat throughout the game. But Alisson stood tall. He managed to save us a lot in this game. And honestly, I'm buzzing. The fact that we've only had 2 shots on target, it's very unlike Liverpool, to be honest. PSG had about 27 shots, you know. not a lot of big chances, I should say. But my goodness, they will be kicking themselves for not winning that game. And now we go into the second leg at Anfield, 1-0 ahead, and you know what? I can't complain. Obviously, the first half was a lot worse. The second half, we've managed to sort of maintain PSG's threat a little bit, but they were still the better side in this game. Make no mistake, but I have no idea how we managed to win that game. I mean, it was truly the definition of a smash and grab win. Sometimes experience matters, you know. Well, experience matters all the time, but like I said, I knew coming into this game that this would probably be our toughest game of the season. Paris Saint-Germain have been in form for months now, you know, even though they didn't qualify directly, you know, as one of the top 8 teams. But this was always going to be a tough game, and for us to win, let alone draw, despite how poorly we played, says it all, really. But I have to start with Alisson Becker. He was absolutely sensational, like I said, you know, kept us in the game. And yeah, he gave us every chance of getting a result. And late on, Arne Slot decides to bring on Harvey Elliott. Darwin Núñez also came on and played a huge part in the winning goal. I mean, Alisson plays a long ball. Darwin Núñez wins it. He challenges Marquinhos, wins it, brings it down. He sees Harvey Elliott in space, feeds the ball to Harvey Elliott, and he curls it in the bottom corner. I think Donnarumma should have probably done better to save that, to be fair. And there was one contentious decision in the first half that people were talking about with Konate on Barcola. I don't think that was a red, personally. I don't think there was enough in that for it to be a red card or, you know, or a penalty or anything like that. But obviously VAR checked it and they clarified it. To be honest, common sense prevailed. It was never a red card or a foul or anything like that. Konate shows his strength. Yes, a little bit clumsy, but like I said, for me, that's not really much of a talking point. But PSG, honestly, they will be kicking themselves, like I said. The fact that they couldn't even get a draw from this game, I mean, but for me, I come out of that game thinking we can honestly win this Champions League, and we are the favourites. We showed in that game exactly why we're the favourites, because you can't always dominate or have it your way. You know, that was pretty much the first time Liverpool were really, truly dominated in a game in terms of shots, possession, everything. Basically every stat you can think of. So like I said, I'm very, very pleased with Liverpool. You know, I did not think we would win that game. I mean, at half-time I would have happily taken a 0-0 draw, to be fair with you, but like I said, Alisson was unbelievable. I also have to give a shout out to the back four. Trent was superb defensively. He won a lot of challenges inside and outside the box. Van Dijk and Konate were imperious. Robertson as well, you know. Our entire back four was good, but obviously Alisson stole the entire show. 10 out of 10 performance from the best goalkeeper in the world. And yeah, man, we go into the second leg now with an advantage, but obviously we can't afford to play like that again, that's for sure. We're going to have to play a lot better if we really want to go through. And I'm confident we will in front of our fans at Anfield. Like I said, Liverpool aren't always going to play that badly, that's for sure. But it was all about the result. You know, I would have been happy with the draw, but the fact that we managed to get a win in Paris, you know, it's just unbelievable. Magnificent night for the Red Men. And yeah, man, just quickly talking about some of the other games. Bayern Munich 3, Bayer Leverkusen 0. I mean, Bayern Munich owed Leverkusen a beating. You know, they weren't really getting the better of them in the last few games. Harry Kane scored a wonderful header from Elise's cross. The second goal was a big error and Musiala capitalized to make it 2-0, and the third goal, Harry Kane was pulled inside the box and converts the penalty for 3-0, and I think that's the tie over. Bayer Leverkusen aren't going to come back. They're still having a good season, to be fair. I mean, as long as they finish second in the table and win the Pokal, then for me, they've had a good season. Xabi Alonso's team, obviously they're aiming to defend the Pokal, but like I said, Bayern Munich's Champions League heritage showed a bit similar to Liverpool in Paris. And yeah, man, they are, for me, definitely through. Inter Milan beat Feyenoord in the early kickoff by 2-0. I only managed to see a bit of the first half. Thuram scoring from Barella's cross. Lautaro Martinez doubled Inter's lead, and that's Inter pretty much through as well, unless a miracle happens. But yeah, man, Inter Milan, Bayern Munich, those teams are definitely through in my eyes, as are Arsenal and Aston Villa, who obviously got big wins on Tuesday. Arsenal smashing PSV 7-1. I mean, nobody saw that result coming, especially with the lack of attacking options for the Gunners, but it was a convincing win. PSV were absolutely awful. Odegaard managed to get himself a couple of goals. Wanyeri scored again. Luis Skelly combined with him for the assist. But honestly, Arsenal can relax in the second leg. They can pretty much play a B team, C team. It doesn't really matter. I mean, they might as well play a mixture of a first team or a second team, because they're not going to win the league. We know that. Liverpool will be champions of England. We all know that. But yeah, man, exciting first legs. Obviously, I need to talk about the Madrid derby. That's the one I've watched. 3 wonderful goals in this game. Rodrigo put Los Blancos ahead with a fantastic finish from Valverde's pass, and it looked like Real Madrid were going to kick on, but Atletico Madrid honestly played really well in this game. They dominated. They got this equalizer soon afterwards with Julian Alvarez curling it into the top corner. He has been unbelievable for Atletico Madrid lately, and it was 1-1 at halftime, and still Atletico Madrid were probing, defending well, pushing for that, winning goal. But Real Madrid in the Champions League are something else. Brahim Diaz manages to score a wonderful goal. I mean, you can say there's a bit of luck involved with the footwork, and he kind of stumbles over himself, but the finish was absolutely unreal from Brahim. And Real Madrid take a valuable 2-1 lead away to Atletico Madrid, and that second leg is set up so nicely. I still think Real Madrid will probably go through. I mean, my pick was Atleti, but Real Madrid will probably find a way, and yeah, if they do so, they will play Arsenal in the quarterfinals. Now, that's going to be very interesting. Obviously, our tie is far from over, against PSG, but you would fancy Liverpool to go on and finish the job at Anfield, against PSG, and we will be facing Aston Villa, who came from, I was going to say they came from behind. They actually took the lead through Leon Bailey, and then Club Brugge equalised before they managed to find another 2 goals, Aston Villa, to win that game by 3-1. Asensio is just on fire at the moment. For me, I think he's probably the best signing in January this season, without shadow of a doubt. The impact he's made, for Aston Villa has been incredible. And unless a miracle happens, we will face Aston Villa in the quarterfinals, but we still have to finish the business at home against Paris Saint-Germain. My overall feeling is I'm absolutely buzzing. The performance just wasn't there, but wow, what a result, I mean, I would have taken the draw, like I said to you earlier, guys. I mean, I am over the moon. What a win. And it does show that even when we're not at our best, we can win games. We are that good. And for me, we've shown why we're the favourites to win this Champions League. And yes, I forgot about Barcelona. Barcelona managed to beat Benfica by 1-0. Despite being down to 10 men, they obviously showed how good they are. Kubasi, with that was a blatant red card. He, last man, he fouls him, clear red card. And from that moment, you're thinking Barcelona are going to struggle to win this game. Anything but. Rafinha capitalizes on a mistake, from well outside the box, and he shot that into the bottom corner. Fantastic finish. But Szczesny was good in this game. Szczesny made a number of big saves. Benfica will be glad to see the back of Barcelona. They've lost to them twice in this season's Champions League. You know what? At 1-0, I don't think the tie is completely gone. But you would fancy Barcelona, like I said, similar to Liverpool, to finish the business at home in Barcelona and go through. And they will most likely face, I believe it's Dortmund and Lille. Yes. I think for me, out of all the first legs, Dortmund and Lille is probably the only one that's basically in the balance. It was a 1-1 draw at the Signal Iduna Park. I didn't manage to watch this game. Adeyemi scored to put Dortmund ahead before Lille got their equaliser. But yeah, this one's on a knife edge. I think Dortmund will probably progress, but Lille have every chance to make it. You know, they've got some very good players. Jonathan David obviously is one of their key players up front, and let's just see if they can make it. You know, I mean, if Lille do manage to go through, then they could be the only French team in the quarterfinals. But like I said, we've still got to finish the business against Paris Saint-Germain. Let me know what you think in the comments. Who do you think will be in the Champions League final? Who has impressed you the most in this first leg? And yeah, which quarterfinal ties are you potentially looking forward to seeing? Arsenal, Real Madrid, possibility. Liverpool, Aston Villa, huge possibility there as well. Bayern Munich against Inter Milan, and Barcelona against most likely Dortmund or Lille. I think we will definitely see one team, you know, shock another. That's for sure, you know. But all in all, just to round off, Liverpool have managed to get a fantastic win in Paris, a beautiful smash and grab win. We're going to have to play a lot better. We've got Southampton at the weekend. Now, that's a formality. I would imagine Arne Slot will rotate for that. Maybe reward the likes of Elliot, Nunez and Endo with a start before we face PSG on Tuesday at Anfield in the second leg. But to summarize, absolutely buzzing with that win, you know. And Liverpool have shown once again that they can win games in so many different ways. And this is why I love this football club. And you know what? We can win this Champions League, and the treble is certainly on. But let's just take it one game at a time and go from there. But like I said, let me know in the comments what you think. I would also appreciate, you know, if you could tune into the channel more often, like and subscribe. I am one away from hitting 50 subscribers. You know, I'm trying to push it out as much as possible. Obviously, I need to be more consistent with my content, but you know what, that will come with time. But I'm absolutely happy. The Reds conquered in Paris, and yeah, man, let's see what we can do in the second leg. Up the Reds, come on.